Here is a puzzle that doesn't make sense. Taiwan is an island sitting just 100 miles off the coast of China. China considers Taiwan a rogue province and has openly stated that they will take it no matter what. China has one of the world's largest military, the second largest economy, and Taiwan is literally within reach of any Chinese missile. So why hasn't China just taken it? The answer isn't what you think. It's about something far more valuable than any weapon: semiconductors. And today, we are going to unpack how a tiny island has turned computer chips into the most effective defense system in the modern world, and why they are stockpiling over $500 billion in foreign currencies as the ultimate economic safety net. To understand Taiwan's survival strategy, you need to understand one company, TSMC, the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. TSMC produces roughly 90% of the world's most advanced semiconductors, not just any chips, the cutting-edge ones that power your iPhone, your car's computer system, AI data centers, military equipment, medical devices, basically everything that makes the modern world function. Apple doesn't make its own chips, neither does Nvidia or AMD. They all design chips. But when it comes to actually manufacturing them with the precision required for the most advanced technology, there is basically only one place on Earth that can do it at scale: Taiwan. Taiwan has made itself so economically indispensable to the global economy that any disruption to its chips production will trigger a worldwide catastrophe. This isn't just protection from China, it's protection that comes with the most powerful militaries in the world attached to it. The United States, South Korea, and Europe don't defend Taiwan out of pure altruism. They defend it because they literally cannot afford to lose access to Taiwanese semiconductors. But how did Taiwan end up with this monopoly in the first place? And most importantly, how do they maintain it? The answer lies in decades of strategic economic development. TSMC was founded in 1987 by Morris Chang, with massive backing from the Taiwanese government. The idea was revolutionary at the time. Instead of designing and manufacturing chips like Intel or Samsung, TSMC will only manufacture chips designed by other companies. They called it the pure play foundry model. This required insane amounts of capital investment. We're talking billions of dollars in fabrication plants, or fabs for short, that use equipment so precise it can create circuits thousands of times thinner than a human hair. Each new generation of fabs costs more than the last. TSMC's newest facilities cost over $20 billion each. But Taiwan went all in on this bet, and it paid off spectacularly. Today, Taiwan doesn't just have TSMC, they have an entire supply chain built around advanced semiconductor manufacturing. Companies that make the specialized chemicals, the testing equipment, the packaging materials, the whole ecosystem is concentrated in Taiwan, making it nearly impossible for any other country to replicate quickly. The semiconductor industry accounts for roughly 15% of Taiwan's entire GDP. That one industry is driving nearly a sixth of the entire economy. But the impact goes way beyond just the headline number. TSMC alone employs over 70,000 people directly, with average salaries significantly higher than the national average. When you factor in the entire supply chain, you are looking at hundreds of thousands of high-paying jobs. Taiwan has developed deep expertise in semiconductor engineering, material science, and advanced manufacturing processes. This means highly educated engineers, researchers, and technicians earning strong salaries, paying taxes, buying homes, supporting local businesses. It creates a virtuous economic cycle. The semiconductor boom has also made Taiwan wealthy on a per capita basis. Taiwan's GPT per capita is around $35,000, comparable to countries like Spain or South Korea. For a small island with limited natural resources, that's remarkable, and much of that wealth traces back to the decision to go all in on semiconductors decades ago. And this economic success creates something else: massive foreign exchange reserves. When TSMC sells chips to Apple, Nvidia, or any international customer, they get paid in US dollars, because the US dollars is the global reserve currency. So picture this: Taiwan is exporting billions of dollars worth of high-value semiconductors and electronics every month. They are earning way more from export than they are spending on imports. But here's the thing: These Taiwanese companies can't actually use the US dollars to run their businesses in Taiwan. So what do? They exchange those US dollars for Taiwan dollars. And who's on the other side of that exchange? Taiwan's central bank. Think about what's happening here. Every single day, Taiwanese exporters are bringing in foreign currency and exchanging it for local currency. And because Taiwan exports more than it imports, there is a constant flow of foreign currency piling up at the central bank. This is how Taiwan has accumulated over $570 billion in foreign exchange reserves. It's one of the largest reserves in the world, bigger than the UK and bigger than South Korea, bigger than most major economies. On the surface, this might just seem like a natural byproduct of being a successful exporting economy, and it is, but for Taiwan, these reserves serve purposes that go far beyond just a side effect of trade success. So why does Taiwan keep such massive foreign exchange reserves? The answer is simple: insurance. Insurance against any crisis that could destabilize Taiwan's economy. They know that they can't trust their own currency, as even a little shift in the global geopolitics will make the Taiwan dollar useless. So they need a massive forex reserve for a couple of reasons. There is currency stability. Taiwan imports a lot of essential goods. If the Taiwan dollar suddenly crashes in value, the cost of all these imports skyrockets. For an import-dependent economy, that's catastrophic. But with 570 billions in foreign reserves, Taiwan's central bank can intervene in currency markets. If the Taiwan dollar starts falling too fast, they can sell foreign currency and buy Taiwan dollars, propping up the value. This stabilization power is crucial for maintaining economic confidence. There are natural disasters. Taiwan sits in a region prone to earthquakes and typhoons. A major disaster could disrupt production, damage infrastructure, and create urgent need for import. Having a massive dollar reserves means Taiwan can immediately purchase whatever they need on international markets. There are global economic shocks. Remember 2008, the global financial crisis, or 2020, when COVID hit? During these moments, credit markets freeze up. Countries with a large forex reserve can weather these storms much better because they have the foreign currency needed to keep trade flowing and maintain confidence. There is energy security. Taiwan imports over 97% of its energy. If global energy market spikes, Taiwan needs dollars to keep buying oil and natural gas. Those reserves ensure they can keep the lights on even during energy crisis. When international investors see that Taiwan has $500 billion in reserves, it sends a powerful message: this economy is stable. That credibility attracts more foreign investments, keeps borrowing costs low, and maintains Taiwan's integration into global markets. So let's connect all the pieces. Taiwan built this silicon shield by becoming indispensable to the global economy through semiconductor manufacturing. That dominance turned Taiwan into a wealthy economy with high-paying jobs, strong GDP growth, and technological expertise. That economic success generates massive exports earning paid in foreign currencies. The central bank accumulates those foreign currencies as reserves. Those reserves provide a safety net that protects Taiwan's economy from currency crises, natural disasters, energy shocks, and global economic turbulence. It is self-reinforcing systems. The chips make Taiwan valuable. The value generates wealth. The wealth gets partially converted into economic insurance. The insurance maintains stability. The stability allows continued focus on chips manufacturing excellence. And the cycle continues. Taiwan is a small island that should, by all conventional logic, be economically vulnerable. Limited natural resources, heavy dependence on imports, exposed to natural disasters, geopolitically isolated, but they have turned those vulnerabilities into strength through strategic economic planning. They identified one industry where they can become world leaders, invested everything into dominating it, and used the proceeds to build one of the world's largest financial safety nets. The semiconductor industry isn't just Taiwan's economy, it's their shield, their wealth generator, and the source of their $500 billion insurance policy. Taiwan has proven that in the modern economy, being indispensable is the ultimate form of security. In those 570 billion in Forex, they are the proof that Taiwan is planning not just for success, but for survival.